Television Champion Trevor Lee with the apprentice of the aftermath, Chet Sterling, who was victorious earlier tonight. Trevor Lee becoming quite the television champion. This is a guy that's really changed his tune since Ultimate Survivor. And I'm sure Brad Stutz will give us more of a background on this match as his opponent comes out.
Go ahead, shut off. We had an issue come up. Last night I got a little late-minute phone call. I kind of knew the challenger wasn't going to be here tonight. So that settles that.
He's a coward! You won't hear what?
But Trevor, I made a phone call when I got right after I got off the phone, 3:30 this morning. I called a good friend of mine.
A good friend here? Is he going to be a coward too?
Oh no, you're going to like this guy. Because like me, he didn't do so well as a sports entertainer. He'd rather be known as a professional wrestler. So, the challenger for the television title tonight, Randolph, go ahead and hit the music. Bring him on out. I think everybody will enjoy the replacement. This is Brad Attitude!
Wow, what a surprise.
Unbelievable turn of events. An unbelievable turn of events. It is sanctioned. It is signed. One full 10-minute time limit for the Mid-Atlantic Television Championship.
And this is one of the CWF originals, Brad Attitude.
That's a great way of putting it. Attitude's first professional match. We just came off the 12th annual CWF Rumble. Brad Attitude's first professional match was the second annual CWF Rumble. He would go on to win the fourth one. And you called him a CWF original, and that's exactly right. One of the very, very first graduates of the Mid-Atlantic Dojo, and undeniably a veteran of Battlecade, Brad Attitude is going to challenge Trevor Lee for the television title, and we are off and running.
And Trevor's going to have his hands full here. Oh, Brad Attitude.
Pressing him. Ow! Drops him hard. Big splash. Cover. Two. Oh! Attitude was looking for the old Ultimate Warrior.
Almost, literally.
Oh, God, he lights Trevor Lee up in the chest.
And this is one of the most decorated competitors in the Mid-Atlantic region.
Not only the Mid-Atlantic, but really all over the country. Some years back, Brad Attitude left the Mid-Atlantic, had a stint in developmental where he was the Florida Tag Team Champions with Dolph Ziggler.
Absolutely, and he had a big stint down at FIP in Florida.
Former Florida Heritage Champion.
So the guy's been around.
Undeniably he has. But just like you said, you called him a Mid-Atlantic original, and I think there's really something to that. One of the guys, big back body drop. One of the guys that cut his teeth here at CWF Mid-Atlantic. Cover, two. A lot of times off camera, away from the building, we talk about how there are people who have literally grown up with CWF Mid-Atlantic. And I think you could call Trevor Lee one of those people. Trevor Lee had his first match here in CWF Mid-Atlantic. He was barely 15 or 16.
He was just a kid under a mask.
And undeniably, Brad Attitude is one of those people who has grown up with CWF Mid-Atlantic, but I think it would really cap off a decorated career. I think it would really put the cherry on top of the sundae, so to speak, for Brad Attitude to return at the biggest event of the year, Battlecade, and surprise everybody by leaving as the television champion.
Absolutely, and life kind of handed us lemons with this Richard situation, but you got to make lemonade.
Absolutely. Attitude on top of Trevor Lee now. He's got the size and the strength, undeniably.
And the experience.
Did not get that neck breaker, though. Trevor Lee, smart thinking.
Maybe I overplayed the experience.
Well,
maybe not.
Ow! However you feel about Trevor Lee, he's a great young talent. He's got great instincts. Oh, boy. Attitude flies on Chet Sterling.
See you, Chet.
Kick. Oh, God! Caught him right in the face. Good God!
nailed him right in the cheek.
The nastiest looking shot that we have seen all night, right there from Trevor Lee.
And Trevor's a guy that we've literally watched grow up. I remember the first time I saw him in Asheboro, teaming with a guy named Ty Tyson against Lee Valiant and Chris Collins. And he was just a skinny little 15-year-old kid. I never, ever thought I would see Trevor Lee the way he is now.
In a marquee, cover! Trevor Lee in a marquee match at the big event of the year, Battlecade.
Hey, let's call it like it is. This isn't his first big match at Battlecade.
No, but it's definitely his biggest one to date now, defending that television championship. Of course, Trevor won the television title back on September the 22nd, has held on to it by going to a 10-minute draw with Matt Smith. He defeated Matty Gennaro at the Rumble with help. He went to the time limit with Marcellus King.
Beautiful drop kick.
And then at Ultimate Survivor, cover, only two. At Ultimate Survivor, we saw Trevor Lee get his head shaved at the end of Ultimate Jeopardy. And that right there, I think, triggered an aggressive streak in Trevor Lee that is continuing to this day.
Absolutely. I mean, he wrestled the match of his life at Ultimate Survivor and came up short. I mean, that's going to drive a man crazy.
And I tell you what, I'll tell you what made the difference. It is not the title defenses that I've told you about. It was after Ultimate Survivor, a couple of weeks back when he faced Adam Page. Trevor Lee defeated Adam Page in 9 minutes and 57 seconds. I genuinely believe that the Trevor Lee, before he got his head shaved, would have settled for the draw.
I don't deny that for a second.
It was after that moment. The most pivotal moment in Trevor Lee's wrestling career so far has been getting his head shaved at Ultimate Survivor. He is a different person now, and I genuinely believe when that aggression has come out in him, when that light switch was flipped on, that's what made him want to go for the victory and beat Adam Page in 9 minutes and 57 seconds and not settle for the 10-minute draw. And I think tonight we are seeing once again Trevor Lee wants the win. He does not want to settle for a 10-minute draw. We are seeing a wrestler who, for the first few months of his title reign, wrestled defensively. And now we're seeing a man wrestling offensively.
Absolutely. I mean, Trevor, I think, took a knee there. But, you know, what happened to him?
5 minutes remaining.
We got 5 minutes left. What happened is an embarrassing situation, and he feels like he has to prove himself. We've seen it. Oh, nice kick in the corner. Gorgeous kick. But we've seen it time again and again. You know, you see an embarrassing situation happen to a guy, and he feels like he has to turn the heat up.
Attitude flies!
Belly to belly.
And just flung Trevor Lee's 220 or so pounds hard to the canvas.
It's like we talked about Chase Dakota earlier. It was a few years ago he himself had his head shaved, and that was the catalyst for the Chase Dakota we see today.
Exactly right. Those Ultimate Jeopardy matches, those stipulation matches, they settle an issue. Yes, they will settle a feud, but they change people.
And a lot of times the risk is not worth the reward.
Charges in.
And he got the neck breaker he went for earlier. Trevor was not able to avoid that one.
Attitude likes to use,
almost a tope con hilo there.
Dropped him, all the weight went down on the chest. Woo, only two. I was going to say he likes to use a corkscrew dive, a corkscrew almost senton, a corkscrew splash. We've seen that time and time again over the years.
It's probably a case where he's been worn down. It looked like he really couldn't get the movie the way he wanted to there.
He has taken a beating here, and you know, this entire match came together just in the past, I don't know, 16 or 18 hours. I wonder how much time. Oh, slam. Nope, got nothing. Oh, knee to the face.
Oh, man, that got him good.
I wonder how much time Attitude is prepared. I wonder, you know, he drove him into the canvas.
But,
oh, God, hey.
That's William Cross.
2-2. Cross did not come out with Trevor Lee. I don't know if Grant Sawyer's catching it or not, but William Cross has just come to ringside. He did not come to ringside with Trevor Lee initially.
I'm pretty sure he's got him in frame now. He's right behind Trevor. And Red Jones just caught wind of it. And technically speaking, he can't throw him out. He's the manager of Trevor Lee.
He's loading up that kick pad again.
Did he get the metal pipe in there again?
He's loading up that kick pad. This is how he defeated De Niro back at the Rumble. Swing got nothing.
And also how he beat Donnie Dollars. Cutter.
Pop-up cutter. Drilled him.
And a little bit of a nod to the original challenger, Nick Richards.
Everyone is down. Converse.
Great Converse. What's Rick doing here?
Converse getting on to referee Red Jones. Red Jones needs to eject this guy right now. The Aftermath has made this a calling card for years.
And Brad Attitude hasn't been covered. He's got at least a 10 count by now.
Attitude, I don't think, is aware.
But I think he just saw Rick.
Oh, now he saw him.
These two have had plenty of history.
Chased him down, chased him off. These two were partners years ago.
And we got 2 minutes
Can
left.
nobody keep a partner in CWF Mid-Atlantic?
Apparently not.
Oh, God!
Kick to the head.
The kick pad's still loaded. And he got him. Trevor Lee has retained.
By any means necessary.
By any means necessary is right. The Aftermath is 2 for 2 on the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall in 8 minutes, 15 seconds.
A piece of rebar that he had in that kick pad.